band. Pull it like parades on parades. Extra with the slayer. Pay what it call for the tail. Extra with the band. Young Cruiser King better add extra on the.
I go extra to be great. I go extra for the.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Fred Warner, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the 49ers and the Broncos on Sunday night.
We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely... Teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Time for our first look at the Denver offense, and of course the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They run it again with Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. Now he's forced out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. 49ers offense trots out for their first series, and they're led by the 3rd overall pick for the 2021 draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance. On 1st down, Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco, it's Christian McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Lance. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. A handoff left. McCaffrey. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Niners at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Quez Watkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. This one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now Wilson on first down. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
And Joseph Charlton on now to punt.
He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts them down in the minds of their opponents.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter.
as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Ready.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again uses the stiff arm. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Injuries got to McCaffrey again in 2021. He's played just 10 games since his historic 2019 season. He's been averaging well over 100 yards per game when he's out there, though. And fans of the game are hoping this is the year he gets back to a full season of work.
55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
And now they'll throw with Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Gold to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the 1st time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field.
Down the numbers. There he goes. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff. And what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Lance going to throw.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a play fake. Lance. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Dante foul. It was a loss of about 8 as he... Drop him.
Ready, set.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the...
Okay, ready?
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Wilson steps away to his left. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be balled down at about the 30-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
On 1st down, Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Tip Match is one of my favorite stories in the NFL. A self-made player at every level. He's beat great odds to become a starter in this league. The Broncos love the reliable production he brings them from the number 2 or 3 spot on the depth chart.
To throw again is Wilson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson buying time to his touchdown. Tim Patrick, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from moving out in front. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now on 2nd and 16, Lance toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping. Foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. After the sack on first down, Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready.
So opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Here's Lance to throw it. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance, as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run.
wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where you see the final score there. Trevor Siemian, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on top here as they come up on a 1st and 10, trying to make amends for that lost week at the hands of Seattle. Shotgun now for Lance. And that one too far in front. He could. It's incomplete.
Okay, right.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Johnson for the extra point try. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give him the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lance finding Debo there for the Niner first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now throwing on third down there, but he can't connect.
So he looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw again on second down. Lance toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. From 21 yards away. And the 49ers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Stuck for the loss by Devin White.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Able to convert. and 14, a terrific play call. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Wilson. Same connection. Dulcich once again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Wilson will throw again. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. Welcome back now to Denver. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Wilson, he's going to keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Now for the PAT, here's Johnson. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Ready.
Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Lance going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working from the gun, Lance. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And he's got some space here. There he goes, left side. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
Holding. Defense.
So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Lance now on first down. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one won awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Throwing on first down is Lance. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 46 yards. And the 49ers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Gold with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They begin the drive with Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Holding. Offense.
Quinn Miners, third-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw is Wilson. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now Wilson on first down. Complete to Washington. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson to the right side and complete to Washington. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Lance looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So here is Wilson and the Broncos.
Down by 7. 1:46 to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Finding Sutton. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Now Wilson. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call. And it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance.
And that is incomplete. Not that time for Watkins. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Finding Samuel.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Lance back to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing now is Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
trying to find Greg Dulcich there.
That'll bring up second down. Now Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Now Lance.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Okay, ready?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Lance. He'll fire it deep for Rager.
And got his man complete.
And he's brought down. They took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield.
A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Now Lance. He'll fire it deep for Rager.
And he's got it inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now goal for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And the drive was polished off on the touchdown catch by Jalen Rager.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for San Francisco, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the...
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away of being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flow that stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi, my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, yeah, really.
I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertip like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the word.